Competitive landscape. This presentation maps AitherOS against the competitive landscape across all 8 YC categories. The core argument: most competitors address one category well. AitherOS addresses 5 directly and 3 by strong alignment. The platform is the moat. Individual features can be replicated, but the integration of OS primitives, security, memory, agents, and billing into one coherent system cannot be easily assembled from parts. Let me show you the competitive map, the feature matrix, and the moat analysis. The core argument. The core competitive argument is integration versus specialization. Glean does enterprise search well. LangChain does agent frameworks well. Datadog does observability well. Each is a single category player that excels in its lane. AitherOS does 5 things natively coordinated under one architecture: one API contract, one security model, one memory hierarchy. Any individual feature can be replicated. RAG is well understood. Agent orchestration has multiple libraries. Observability is mature. What cannot be replicated quickly is the integration of real OS primitives. A 7-phase boot sequence, interrupt handling with 6 priority levels, process scheduling with effort budgeting, HMAC SHA-256 capability enforcement, 5-layer memory, and compute-backed billing all wired together. That is an architectural moat, not a feature moat. Category 1. Company Brain. In the Company Brain category, Glean does enterprise search over SaaS applications. Good at finding documents, but it is a single search index, no memory hierarchy, no agents that act on knowledge, no self-improvement loop. Notion AI adds question answering to documents, a sidebar feature, not institutional memory. MEM.ai does AI knowledge management, notes plus search, but no reasoning engine and no action capability. Microsoft Copilot is locked to the Office ecosystem, vendor dependent with no self-hosting option. AitherOS brings 5 memory layers, a 12-stage context pipeline, 43 agents that reason about and act on knowledge, and sovereign deployment. The gap: AitherOS needs a customer-facing knowledge upload UI, but the platform layer is complete.
Category 2, AIOS. In the AI operating system category, the competitive gap is widest. LangChain is a library. You import it and build your own everything around it. No runtime, no boot sequence, no scheduling, no security model. Crew AI gives you multi-agent roles, but they are string labels, not HMAC secured identities with capability matrices. AutoGen provides agent conversation patterns, message passing between agents, not real process management with interrupts and preemption. Dust.tt is the closest competitor, a company AI platform with about 10 agents. But it is SaaS only with no OS primitives and no self-hosting. Retool AI is a low-code UI builder, not a cognitive runtime. Nobody else has boot sequences, interrupt handling, process scheduling, and VRAM coordination in one system.
Category 3, Agent Infrastructure. In the software for agents category, OpenAI Assistance provides a managed agent API, but you are locked to OpenAI's models. There is no custom capability matrix, and no self-hosting option. Anthropic's MCP is a protocol standard for tool use, and a good one. AitherOS implements MCP as one layer, then adds ToolGraph for adaptive discovery, Dynamic Tool Factory for runtime generation, Skill Validator for trust verification, and the entire agent identity and capability system on top. Fixie and Human Loop provide managed agent hosting, SaaS only, not sovereign deployable. AitherOS has 43 agents with HMAC capabilities, 130 MCP tools, the Swarm coding engine for multi-agent development, and expeditions for long-running projects. Categories 4 to 5, SaaS plus services. In SaaS challenges, Linear adds an AI sidebar to ticket tracking. AitherOS agents execute the tasks, not just track them. Datadog is external observability bolted on. AitherOS observability is layer 0 infrastructure, built in from the start. Zapier uses trigger action chains. AitherOS agents reason about what to do, not just react to triggers. In AI native services, Deloitte and Accenture combine humans with AI for consulting. AitherOS provides AI native margins where agents are the workers. Writer.com offers AI content services through a single pipeline. AitherOS has multi-agent content pipelines with persistent memory. Harvey AI builds vertical AI legal services. AitherOS is a horizontal platform where domain agents specialize per client need. Categories 6 to 8, Infrastructure. In the infrastructure categories, dynamic interfaces, inference, and enterprise, the positioning is specific and deliberate. V0 from Versal generates UI components in one domain. AitherOS generates tools and interfaces at runtime across all domains. Together AI and Fireworks provide GPU cloud inference. AitherOS orchestrates inference on any GPU backend, it does not provide GPUs. Palantir AIP is analytics first with AI added. AitherOS is agent native from the ground up. ServiceNow AI is ITSM with AI bolted onto existing workflows. AitherOS was designed for AI-first operations from the architecture level. The pattern is consistent. Competitors add AI to existing products. AitherOS builds the product around AI. Feature matrix. Here is the feature matrix across key competitive dimensions, and every cell is verifiable in the codebase. Agent count. AitherOS has 43 with real HMAC identities versus user-defined or managed. MCP tools, 130 modules versus community-contributed or none. OS primitives. AitherOS is the only one with boot, interrupts, and scheduling. Security. 5 layers with HMAC default deny versus API keys or SSO alone. Memory. 5 dedicated layers versus single-tier RAG or thread-based context. Self-hosting. AitherOS supports sovereign deployment. Most competitors are SaaS only. Multi-tenancy, full architectural isolation versus none or basic row-level filtering. Self-improvement, designed with architecture slots and training pipeline versus nothing. Boot sequence, 7 phases versus nothing. Interrupt handling, 6 priority levels versus nothing. Moat analysis, why integration matters. The moat analysis comes down to integration difficulty. 5 competencies must be integrated architecturally, not bolted together. A predictive runtime with JEPA requires designing the system around prediction from the start. You cannot add it as a plugin. A self-edit loop with seal requires connecting the trainer, evaluation pipeline, and runtime in a feedback loop. Custom GPU kernels with tilelang require systems and GPU programming competence. Multi-tenant isolation requires real namespace separation across databases, secrets, events, storage, and compute. Enterprise governance requires security discipline baked in from day one, not added after launch. Any competitor can implement one of these. The moat is that all 5 must work together, and each improvement in one reinforces the others. That is a compound moat. Market positioning. AitherOS is not positioned against any single competitor, it is positioned at an integration layer that does not exist yet. Below the GPU clouds like Together AI and Lambda we orchestrate inference, they provide the compute. Above the agent frameworks like LangChain and Crew AI we are a runtime with real primitives, they are libraries you build around. Alongside SaaS incumbents like Jira, Datadog, and Auth0 we replace the coordination layer that forces companies to buy all of them separately. The target customer is a company that wants AI as an operating system for their business, not just an AI feature added to existing tools. What competitors would need to build? To match AitherOS, a competitor would need to build all of this from scratch. A 12-layer architecture with a boot sequence and service discovery. An interrupt controller with priority preemption across 6 levels. A 5-layer memory hierarchy with a consolidation daemon. An HMAC capability engine with default deny enforcement at 3 independent checkpoints. A 12-stage context pipeline that assembles knowledge per call. Multi-tenant isolation across 6 dimensions. An agent identity system with 43+ specifications. Estimated effort for a well-funded engineering team, 18 to 24 months minimum. And they would still be catching up to wherever AitherOS is by then, because the platform improves with every interaction through training, data harvesting, and self-improvement loops. Competitive landscape. Summary. The competitive landscape positions AitherOS uniquely. Most competitors are excellent single-category players. AitherOS is a platform that integrates 5 YC categories under one architecture. The moat is not feature novelty, it is integration difficulty. OS primitives, security model, memory hierarchy, agent infrastructure, multi-tenant isolation, and compute-backed billing all designed together, not assembled from parts. Competitors can copy individual features, but the compound effect of integration creates the defensible position. The market wants an AI operating system. We built one.